me up.
Yeah.
All you need to do is wait for the bomb and then just nair.
Yeah, I was saying I could have missed.
Yeah, I mean you could, but we could be watching Brian and Steffen.
There's no shot these two have ever played in their lives. There's also a very little chance that either of these two have played against each other's characters, which is kind of funny.
I do think Brian mentioned he played Steffen once at a Kingdom.
I'm a liar. I told a lie.
Well, I think before that,
right
he was saying before that, I don't think that he's ever really played the character. So you weren't too far off.
And like, there's Nathaniel, I think, is the only Sheik around here that Steffen would have played, which they probably played at least once, but like,
dude,
you know.
really? Was it? I mean, I guess that wasn't that safe fair.
It probably wasn't a real punish. It was more so like he just did the up smash in case Brian did anything but shield.
Yeah.
Also, Steve's up smash is like under 10 frames, so.
Was it like frame 8 or something?
I think it's 9. Why'd that hit him? That was he was trying to.
That's such a Smash 4 thing. Back air fish.
Yeah. I think it still confirms in this game, but back air sends you really low. Same thing with Nair. They like lowered all Sheik's angles so the fish work confirms don't work as well, and they made fish worse.
Right.
But they gave her the dragon on her stuff, which I think is just better overall. Oh, that. So like Wolf Nair, when I nared the dirt blocks, so like I think I don't, you know, scaling, whatever. But like, if I nair the dirt blocks, they die instantly, which Sheik doesn't, because I guess it's a damage value thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I should. I feel like.
Is it like set percent? Do they each have like set percent?
What do you mean?
Like
the blocks? I have no idea. That's I've been trying to like piece together how they work over time through like different experiments. I think it was probably a mistake letting him go to PS2, like for Brian to let Steffen go to PS2, because that means he gets to. I guess Sheik's best age is PS2 as well.
Yeah.
That's honestly worth it if you're Sheik there. All right, so the thing is like, if Brian dies before Steffen, he's gonna get like snowball with diamond before he gets a chance to like, do anything.
Because the thing is, like at that percent, you would have to fish for a kill, but in a safe way, so he doesn't get up tilted to like 60.
Yeah.
But now with low percents,
he
he could just not worry about playing with safe needles and fairs and get.
And then without diamond, I think Sheik probably outdamages Steve at low percents. So, but you know he has diamond.
Yeah. Of course, because of course he does.
He has 2, by the way.
Yeah. Even though he just died. The fact that you don't lose your materials when you die is the most baffling part of this character.
It's like Mario kept 2 buffs.
It's actually not canon, which is surprising with how canon these characters are. Like,
no, when he came out, I was saying that when he dies, you should be able to pick the diamond up and put it on yourself.
Actually, that'd be kind of cool.
All your shit just becomes like Arsene strength.
He dead. Okay.
I know apparently Sheik's supposed to do well in this matchup, and like I can understand why, but like especially if you don't know it, it seems really obnoxious to deal with. She's gonna go for. Oh, I thought he was gonna go for like the vanish. Try to hit him. He could take the block.
Almost died from that.
It's like wolf level strength.
That's insane. I mean, it is like the second diamond that he had. And, oh, don't blink. It's back.
And now he's gonna set up a wall. Oh, never mind.
Okay, yeah, because he has a diamond in the form of a heart.
I'm like hating on Steve way too hard right now. It's hard not to when he's winning. So like you're just watching all of it happen in front of you.
No.
And Biddy has to play.
that groan is great.
Wait, Dylan, you and Luke are playing? You and Luke are playing? That's.
Yeah, it's a rough one. Actually, where in bracket is that?
It's losers, like the round before.
Yeah, that's for 9.
Because Farrell lost early at 13. He's a really good Marth player.
Yeah, 13's great, man. That's what I was saying earlier on. I don't know if is there a North Jersey PR or something? Like
I think that all died in Smash 4.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
And it should have. But
yeah, well, hey, you don't got to convince me. But in any case, I definitely seen him get some pretty good placements at some of the North Jersey tournaments.
Yeah,
I know that much.
He's like it's like him. I guess Brian is like starting to count as that because he doesn't really travel as much. Our Hungary, we're like, you know, if there's a North Jersey tournament, they're usually gonna be placing pretty high. BD Bean, even though he's PR now, so like people.
Yeah, it's expected now.
Yeah. But into this.
You can kind of see Unknown figuring it out. You know what I mean? Like he's playing pretty patient, and I think there's times where Unknown does that very well, and then there's times like I don't know. It's like he kind of accepts the defeat a little bit, but for the most part, it looks like he's actually really kind of paying attention to what's happening, taking the notes, and reacting accordingly. But didn't react accordingly to that.
Yeah, I think giving him PS2 again was a pretty big mistake because, especially if you're not like super well versed in how to deal with Steve, giving him like so he sits with the ball in front of the platform, and to approach him, you have to get through the platform back to him. So like, Sheik doesn't kill blocks that well, so it's just too much to get through to even play the game at all. And at this point, like, this game's basically over. There's it's really hard to win this.
Especially like coming out, like I know it's like kind of like a trope at this point, but like as Sheik, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's pretty tough. This is an uphill battle, and even that setup we just saw like on the ledge over there, like that's just something I feel like is a matchup experience thing. You just gotta figure that stuff out.
Yeah, and like, so the thing is like Sheik benefits a lot from snowballing like on you really hard, because she kills you and then you come off the platform, she hits you with like a forward tilt, you take 80%. But it's really hard for the character to make her own openings. So if she falls behind, especially this far, it can get really rough. But
yeah,
the one good thing he has going for him, if he were to somehow win this game, would be like Sheik's really safe, so he can just play really safe. Never mind. That was a really good cancel. I didn't even know he could do that.
Steffen's been kind of. It looks like he's canceling a lot of stuff this set. It almost looks like he's like practicing tech right now. It's kind of.
I think with all the Steve tech, it's like all practical. It all works in real matches. So
dude, it works really well at that.
So like a lot of characters, they have all their like stupid flashy stuff that just doesn't do anything, but it does things for Steve. He's dead. That sounds nice.
Yeah, like I would bet anything unknown didn't even know that was a confirm, because it doesn't look like it. I mean, he's like sliding across the floor, and then suddenly you're stuck in a molten block. So it's understandable, but. That's going to be 2-0 going for Steffen. Not super surprising given Steffen's...
What, number 7 now?
Yeah, I mean, dude's really good. He's cooking.
He's what, like 5-1 on me?